I have my Toshiba 65HX81, which will not show a picture or any sound. The only thing is when you press the on button, the red LED next to the on button starts blinking. Based on what I read on several blogs, it seems to be the IC shutdown circuit. There's two of those. So I ordered those and they just came in, and I'm going to attempt to replace them. There was a board here that I took out. Okay, I will show later how I took that out and how to put it back. Basically, back here we have a panel, this panel here, okay, which has quarter inch little screws all around. Really easy. That's all you need, a quarter inch socket to take them out. After that comes out, then you will see this in the other board that I will show you next. That comes out by taking these screws right here, Phillips screws, okay, all around on each corner. You will see them, okay, and this entire thing comes out. Of course, you have different harnesses that you want to disconnect, and hopefully mark them so you'll remember where they go back, because there's a lot of them. Okay, so right now I'm in the process of removing those chips, and I will show you that next. This is the other board that was on the right hand side that I removed. There was a small possibility of fixing it right over there, but I figured this would be a lot easier for me, since of course I don't have all that many tools to get into these small places. What I'm going to replace are these two things you see here. Okay, it seems to be like those are what are bad based on everything I've read online. So I removed these screws, okay, all around. Okay, and then again, of course, by disconnecting the wire harnesses, go here, 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 and here. You know, this just came out. Now, the only problem I'm encountering is that this right here, as you can see, there's still two left in there that I'm working on. These screws right here, okay, there's two holding each one of these. There was one right there that I took out a little bit easier, and one over here on this one, okay? But as you can see, there's not much room here. There was this was here, okay? This was here, and as you can see, this comes out just right here. You can see by looking at this, that's the top there. Okay, that comes out by just prying out on the top and on the sides. This came out, and of course it gives you a little bit more room to get in there, but actually not enough room to get a screwdriver. So I'm almost done with this here. Okay, with this here I'm able to remove, almost done removing those. I was able to remove all 4 screws, and this, I guess due to the heat and 15-16 years, came out pretty easy. Like the glue was not really helping, it was just the 2 screws holding it on there. So now what I have to do is turn it around and unsolder from underneath and pull this out in order to get the new ones in. This is underneath. This is one of them here. I have to unsolder, and this is the other one here that I'm attempting to unsolder now. The way to do that is just put some heat on there, and as soon as you notice that the solder becomes a liquid, go ahead and here with this tool right here, you suck it out. It's pretty much like a little vacuum. You push down, and then you put the tip, as you know, remove the soldering iron quickly, and as soon as you do, you put this on there, press here, and as you can see, that acts like a little vacuum, and now the solder will be in here. Then you press down here, of course not on top of the board, but you press down, and as you can see, that little tip will push it back out into the garbage or somewhere else on your workbench. So I'm going to attempt to remove these now. Okay, I've removed the first one that went right here. You can see, you should be able to look through those holes now that the solder was removed. And then this was what was on the other side. Okay. So I'm gonna attempt to put the new one on now. You can see the number. Looks like 39211. And then the other numbers supposedly don't matter after that. It's just like some kind of serial numbers. But 39211. So you can see the new ones. I have to glare at the plastic, but I can't see it. 39211 and 39211. A little better. 39211. To get that on, you're going to need some of this. It's called thermal grease. Okay, I ordered that also. That's what goes here, of course, on the other side. Okay. I now cleaned the thermal grease that was right there. I'm going to put new thermal grease on there in order to put the new chip on. The thermal grease goes, as you can see, on the side with the metal, the one that has the number on it. So don't make the mistake to put it on that one. That is the purpose of it, to go on that metal side. So I have placed it on there, and now I'm going to go ahead and place it right here and align the little holes to go through the other side. Okay, I now got the chip in there with the thermal grease and all the little pins through the little holes. I'm going to check on the other side, make sure they're all sticking out. Okay, as you can see, all the pins did go through. Just make sure that they're all sticking out, okay, before you put the solder on. Just finished soldering the first one. I don't think I did a very good job at it, but let's hope I did. Okay, the second one is out, as you can see. There's the first one, and here's the second one. Okay, here's the second chip. Remember to put on the thermal grease. Got the thermal grease cleaned out, and we got the new thermal grease on the chip, and we're going to attempt to put it in there, all the little pins through the 18 holes. Okay, got the second chip in, got the grease on the chip, got both of the screws on the chip, and tightened the screws, as you can see there. Okay, now I'm gonna have to put this plate back, this plate here back, and solder on the bottom the other chip. On here, in case you're wondering, I don't think I said it earlier, the way that I was able to get that screw on and off was with this type of screwdriver. There's several ways you can do it, but this is the way I did it. Just slid that in there and was able to get those 4 screws out. Okay, everything is soldered in. Now we're putting the board back on here, make sure you put it in here first on this side at an angle, and then come down. This right here needs to line up, of course, that right there, and this right here. And then very carefully make sure these are lined up and pop them in.
Dad, your dinner's on the table.